Limbus Company. And hello! We are back with more Limbus Company and Pilgrimage of Compassion for the Rebellion de las Masas event. Natürlich spielen und grabbing first, as usual. But yeah, last time we were at the part where we saw the finished building ship. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's where we left off. So yeah. Pulse-wise, we got some of the mail, but before that, I actually wanna do some hardboard grinding before that. Also, this one is completed. Yo, we're not here. I wanna grab some more lunacy before we start putting, but I do wanna start putting first. So yeah.
총은 수지 타산에 맞게 한 발에 한 놈씩.
Before putting, we'll do 2 stages. The second to last one is gonna be fun. This one with the unfocused boss. Keeping the new rules with fan wars, for example. Yeah, they started enforcing their no AI rule. The AI artists. Especially now, better to visit you soon.
목을 콱 물어버리자고. 이 거리는 충분해. 너한텐 좀 멀겠지만.
예.
저 해충들을 도려내라.
무상은 없어. 옳다.
예상 못했나봐. 예상 못했나봐.
착하잖아. 예상한 것.
And then he left and fostered you. Oh, sinker.
밤을 휘두를 줄 아는다는 그 밤에 길을 잇는 기다. 마음에 들면 들었다. 솔직히 말해라. 잘해. 고기 드문 농장에게 칭찬을 아낄 이유가 뭐 있는지. 목을 콱 물어버리자고.
first. Yes, Gregor is goaded. Sorry. Ooh. Oh! Oh!
적이 술에 취한 한량처럼 허둥거리니 승기를 세운다면 지금이겠구나. 끝내지.
도끼를 고작 이 정도 탕로에 허덕이나 저 해충들을 도려내라. 묘야, 넌 푸름을 틔울 수도 없겠구나. 넌 푸름을 틔울 수도 없겠구나.
Oh, no memory. Just one guy. He's going to go wipe the team. I can already see it. He's gonna wipe the team.
시간 끌 것 없이 모조리 치워버리자.
고작 이 정도 탕로에 허덕이나 넌 푸름을 틔울 수도 없겠구나.
Yeah, how much lost that one?
별것도.
Sadie said.
또 한 줄 길을 남겼군.
So yeah, I'm missing 40.
세월이 지나면
This one I will have enough.
이제야 알게 되겠지.
야음을 틈타.
But let's go.
여긴
Question mark with the blade lineage.
状態に何か変化が。敵に対して大きな打撃を与え
He may have failed that point, but he can do it again. Yeah!
큰 흐름을 뒤집은 건 아니나 좋은 움직임이로구나.
이 거리는 충분해. 너한텐 조금 멀겠지만.
무상한 목숨. 불효근의 지원은
저 해충들을 도려내라. 예상 못했나? 물러나라. 네 목숨은 아직 따로 쓸 곳이 있다. 적을 너의 쓸모를 보여라.
조여 먹구를 달궈볼까.
Yeah.
옳다.
저 해충들 도려내라.
놀랐어?
혈압도 바로. 물러라. 네 목숨은
Hi, Ryan.
따로 쓸 곳이 있다. 적을 물어 너의 쓸모를 보여라.
불가 막아내지 못하리.
목을 떨고 주마. 넌 푸름을 틔우지 못하겠구나.
Oh yeah. It happening. 마무리! 헤헤.
다급하게 고작 이 정도 탕류의 허덕이나. 저 혈압도 바로 오려내.
마무리.
길을
이제 깨우치시게.
뭐라는 없을 때 너는 못 따라나. 다음은 어디?
There we go. Now it's time for us to do the pulling.
또 한 줄 길을 남겼구나.
Extract. So from the males that we got, we were able to get the free pen pull and some white lunacy. So that's what we're gonna do. Still needing to get either Faust or Hondu's Ego to remain oneself or command Melder. So let's get right into the extract. Let's go. That's where they'll come in now. Aw, sad. So we could exchange for more pulls. But let's do the paid one. No upgrade. Sad. But yeah, we could technically get a 10 pull from the exchange here. I would have enough. Red. Upgrade? No. Maybe this one? Oh. I can't really pick one. I can't really pick one right now. I would just risk getting them again and then pretty much shoot myself on the end of that. So yeah, what about it? Exchange the pulls? Chat has spoken. Do one more 10 pull. Let's hope. Let's hope. Come on. Come on. Upgrade. Wrong upgrade. No repeat. Okay. Let's continue or not? The Inquisitor. That's what I would say, but I need to go for a bit. I need to get something sorted. I just wanted to do the push first. Darkness Inquisition. So yeah. BRB. Okay. We are back now. Let's continue. The Inquisitor. Ooh. There's something going on in the village. Yeah, I hear it too. I'm hearing people shouting and hollering. When we return to the village, ship repairs completed, we will welcome a rather hostile standoff. Quick count told me there were approximately 20 people assembled at the village square. Considering its population, that was pretty much the whole village. Who's that over there? Inquisitor! I think we've been found. Oh, good. And then Inquisitor, dressed in a well-kept uniform, was about the same height as Don Quixote. Sword and the lamp hanging from her waist sits in stark contrast with the more run-down, ramshackle village. I'm not getting upset me. She almost looked like a fixer from the city. Just it, I won't be getting any further modded anymore. Quick run and where's the sweetness? Yeah. So the Inquisition has discovered our village. Do you really think that you could forever stay out of the Inquisition's gaze, citizen? It's a naive dream. But Kyotling's was funny. What am I gonna send hey Davian today? Fabius disappeared from the Inquisition mid-interrogation under charges of suspicion of membership within the Church of the Deep. Last known location, Salt Flat. The other Inquisitors have informed me that you have been identified next to pirates in its fringes. From a criminal to an outlaw. What a dramatic evolution of a career. But in answer here, no. Every citizen here, including you, will be accompanying me to the Inquisition. They have never broken a single law, nor are they outlaws of any kind. They are not like me. They have disregarded the Inquisition's authority, evaded the gaze of Iberia, and found that this southern coast to lurk in. Tell me, I'm not supposed to find that suspicious. What are you talking about? You can't just start arresting people left and right with a teeny suspicion like that. You shouldn't. She looks good, yes. We only wish to live a quiet life, man. Is that so? Then you might find yourself returning to this village one day. As long as you're telling the truth. Which is not an option for you, Fabius. Mayors, was Chief really a pirate? Well, yeah, but as far as I know, he's been out of the game for a while. And even when he ran with the pirates, all he ever did was share Finbeast's jerky to villagers. Or carry Igerians between them. Even if you're telling the truth, mayors, I thought the Inquisition will be lenient. Well, what now? I've got one question to ask. That Inquisitor, is she following the proper legal procedures? I don't know much about the laws of Iberia, but Dr. Kelsick told us that the words of Inquisitors were pretty much the law here. It is likely she's following the proper legal procedures. Procedures are precisely what the villagers have fled from, after all. Should call her Inquisitor for the rest of the caller. And it is decided. Otis quietly dragged me to the side and whispered outside Mayor's earshot. Sinners who were right next to me seemed to have picked it up, though. Executive Manager. We best immediately return to the ship, take command of it, and sail out of our own. It is unwise to involve ourselves in this conflict. What? Are you seriously suggesting that we just let him arrest the villagers? Didn't you hear what the Inquisitor said? It was quite cut and dry to me. If this is just standard procedures with no local laws broken, we're in no place to involve ourselves. Our best hope is to take the ship before they impound that too. We can't do that. Even if it is standard procedures, even if they are working with the law, it's not. You stayed up to hear Mayor's story too, didn't you? You know, the N-Corp Inquisitors were working within the law too. When they came to the village, it was standard procedures too. If anyone had stepped in then... I know what you went through, but I'd still rather not take a risk in an unfamiliar environment like this. I'll try my best to figure out how to sail that ship. If I cannot, then I have faith in Ishmael to quickly learn its controls. I can say you're wrong, but I don't know. Neither you nor I know anything about the ocean currents here, Otis. We can get the ship going, but I can't guarantee that we'll reach the dimensional door without any trouble. Do you know anything about the sea currents in this region? Not much, but I know the coastal seas somewhat. And you can't fight the Inquisitor directly here in Iberia. Fleeing with the ship might be the better option. What should we do, Dante? I guess it's kinda awkward for us to just take the ship and go, huh? How about we try to talk to the Inquisitor then? I think we should at least try to hear them out first. Them being the Inquisitor and the Chief both. If the discussion goes well, we might even be able to get the Inquisition's support. Like Songlu said, we should hear them out first, and try to convince them. I agree with them both. First, let's at least see what that Inquisitor has to say. Rabbit's right, she says. Is certain that translation was accurate, Sinclair? Right? There's no way Yosho would choose anything other than violence, right? Idiots. It's because the other options are pointless. Inquisitors seeing us. We are already under suspicion. If you doubtless try to stop us if we flee now. So talk first, lower her guard, then attack. You sure that's not what Mia meant? Well, if she's already onto us, then we should give her an excuse to attack us, but we shouldn't give her any excuse to attack us by running away. I was wondering what you were doing there, lurking in the background. A clock-shaped head? Are you from the Colombian Union? They're wearing a clock for the head due to reasons, but they have nothing to do with the Colombian Union. What's the Colombian Union? TikTok. What? Which language are they speaking? Regardless of whether you're from Colombia or not, you're clearly not from Iberia, let alone this village. You're not wrong, but I think there's a bit of a misunderstanding. I'm quite certain you don't know enough about these villagers to stand between them and an Inquisitor. How long have you been staying here? 2 days? But you don't just tell her that! 2 days? Alright, enough of chicanery. Get out of my way, outsider! The attempt appears to have been made on quite the unstable ground. Please lend us your ear for a minute, Inquisitor. I am Amir, leader of Rhodes Island. Yes, I'm aware of Iberia's close border situation. I left hope swelling within me as Amir began to with confidence, unlike Sinclair. Thus, it was short-lived. Thanks to the Inquisitor's quick retort, I couldn't help but face my palm against my forehead at the exchange that followed. Oh, so not only are we dealing with outsiders of dubious origin, we have illegal entry as well. We had to, because the issue demands urgency, and I've been briefed. You brazenly crossed the border, didn't you? I don't know how urgent that issue could be, but I doubt that it's anything was significant as the situation at hand of Iberia and its Inquisition. The High Inquisitor is handling the Rhodes Island issue. Stay put and await the consequences while we and that shitty mad doctor of yours talk it out. You know that your treatment may depend on her negotiation skills. As for the village chief, I understand that you have the right to arrest him, as he is a fugitive who has fled in the middle of an interrogation and has been sailing with the pirates. However, it is an inhumane treatment to arrest the rest of the villagers as well. Inhumane? This decision is well within the rights bestowed upon the Inquisition. They have lived for years right next to the highly suspicious E.G.O. The Inquisition must investigate the rest of them, as well to verify whether they have committed any acts of treason against our laws. This isn't going anywhere, is it? Listen, they've been surviving for years upon years by the coast without the protection of the Inquisition. And that simply cannot make sense. Oi, I think I've heard enough from you. Ain't it funny how you're blaming them for what is essentially a failure of your responsibilities? And now you roll up in here only to go, they shouldn't be alive. I'm arresting them all? What are you saying? These people should all be dead or something? I am? There's no other way to cut it. People simply shouldn't be allowed to survive in a place like this. Not for this long. Inquisitor's reply only seemed to fan Heath's wrath as he lifted his bat and began striding forward. That's it. That's if you ever so much touch the tip of a single villager's hair. Please calm yourself, Heathcliff. Ronglou stepped in between. Get your bloody hands off me, I've had enough of her. What do you mean to threaten her will cause something irrevocably bad to happen? I believe you know that yourself, Heathcliff. What do you suggest then? You're clearly not making any progress by trying to talk this out. Excuse me, Miss Inquisitor? What do you mean that the people shouldn't be able to survive in a place like this? I mean it literally. Even by some miracle, that they actually do survive. They should at least be suffering from endless hunger, struggling to their wits' end at the inevitable ability of the calamity. But they look too healthy. The heck? Then shouldn't you be applauding them for managing to survive through so much hardship? I am an Inquisitor. I am not some crazy person on a power high who goes around accosting and arresting civilians of Iberia straight from the gallows, okay? I have more than enough probable cause to take them into for interrogation. It's just that I don't have the time or energy to explain every single one of them to you outsiders. I promise them a fair judgment, whichever way it may be, after proper investigation. So stop it with this obstruction of justice. The Inquisitor brandished her rapier threateningly, her voice shaking with frustration. And without the full picture of the circumstances, what advises against further antagonization of a local political authority? I agree with Fuss. I get the feeling that she isn't the kind of heartless Inquisitor that goes around indiscriminately executing innocents, like Miss Mayers told us about earlier. I don't think she's anything like the Inquisitors of Hancock. We saw back at Call. You're alright. They didn't have the full picture of the circumstances. Getting in the way of an Inquisitor was clearly a rather significant political entity in the area, was most likely a bad idea. It isn't the Inquisitor's job to answer your questions. Continue to obstruct me then. As the standoff was showing no sense of ending, Miss Mayors, I can answer your questions. So for now, let's do as the Inquisitor says. Mayors, who had been hiding behind us ever since we returned to the village. Son, step forward. Yet, what of thy grandfather and the villagers? That's right, I'm sure this is happening only because the Inquisitor doesn't know. What do you mean you ought to answer the questions? What a profound silence. Mayors' response to Otis was but a single answer. I didn't quite grasp the significance, but it seemed to surprise the Inquisitor. It's what they call the calamity that destroyed the barrier. What? Spinning clock. And three enemy types. Your stage object would be a major battle. Logically.
이 경로는 숨어들기 나쁘지 않군 그래.
Decades ago, a great wave ravaged through the barrier. It wasn't long before the sea bonds carried by the waves that diminished the barrier's brilliant civilization. For this, the waves, the profound silence, then must have reduced the villagers to its current state as well. If there's any reason it's called the profound silence, it doesn't seem the most appropriate moniker for a calamity like that. It's because the sea went dead silent before the waves came. Silence that then claimed ships out of the outer sea. In the cities of Iberia, then the Iberians. No one could say what the face of the ineffable calamity. What? Just what an idea. No average Iberian citizen should be privy to any of the information you're sharing. In the charge of the Deep is really capitalizing on the pandemonium that followed the profound silence. It pretended to be a E.G.O from the sea, delude this citizenry of Iberia and of sowing chaos in the land. That's why they are arresting the E.G.O left and right. I can see the thought process, but so it's understandable why the Inquisitor would not want to arrest us. Dante, this isn't good. Sharing that seems death is some kind of a taboo-like thing for the Inquisition. Inquisitor wordlessly stared at Myers. Her eyes were filled with traces of anger and confusion, but she's afraid. There was fear in the face of a friend. Not the fear of the terrified, no. It's the fear of someone who's suddenly confronting with something they must destroy. The High Inquisitor once told me that should I come across an E.G.O who knows too much, there's a silver of a chance that there may be assistance to Iberia. Cease? Without threatening the innocent with thy brandish of the firearm? But most are seduced by the allure of the sea. as they are, with little doubt our foes. Got a bad feeling about this. Get out of my way, outsiders. Find a warning. Run! Quick on the uptake as always. Rodius flung Mayos over her shoulder and ran past the villagers. But the sinners gathered in all directions to distract the visitors. The visitor draws a firearm. And in the midst of all that action, Don Quixote rushed toward the Inquisitor without a moment's hesitation. Here we have the hero, Don Quixote! Thou shalt go no further. I, a fix of justice, shan't abide by as thou persecute them. Forsooth, this a battle delayed, not avoided. This clash is inevitable. Hero with one medal and fighting like three. That moment of crisis, seconds before this, could irrevocably make us a new enemy. Monfreter. There we have her. Okay, so a large obsidian crystallization of the shape of a monster burst forth between the two of them. Yeah. Who is it this time? That's it. That's enough meaningless bickering. Dr. Kelsit. Do you know her? Yes, she's Dr. Kelsit, Rhodey's Island Medical Department. Ah, Dr. Kelsit, behind you! Shoot first, talk later, is it? The negotiations are over. From this moment onward, Rhodes Island is now operating within legal capacity on Iberian territory. Under the Inquisition's authority. Inquisitor fired a blast of that firearm-looking weapon, but the monster summoned by a Kelsit managed to deflect it. And the cannonball threw from the weapon, punched clean through the wall of the building we stayed the night in, before punching through several other buildings behind it. There was enough of this. This was enough to instantly freeze the sinners and the villagers on the spot. It penetrated a building, though there was maybe weaker than the head standard. For what counts as a building's exterior wall, to punch through it so many is a precise point to make. No, it's not the time to stand around and press. It is a violation of the rule to have that much penetrative power in a firearm. You're not in a city. Don't use your heads over this. The rules don't apply here. My head knows that to be true. Yet one hand finds it difficult to still. My head knows. My head knows that to be true. My heart finds it difficult to be still. That is enough of this discussion for now. It is advisable that we carefully observe and grasp the situation at hand instead of deliberating on a taboo, the jurisdiction of which does not reach this far. Yes, so the situation was slightly better, right? She's Amia's friend. She's our ally. Besides, she's got some super powerful looking prosthetic gear look thing. Is it what you think? I apologize for the disappointment, but I'm not on anyone's side. In other words, practically a denomination ally may not be entirely correct. However, if I must define my allegiance, then let me inform you that the closest label would be that the Inquisitor Irenaeus ally. Kakar said, outsiders. As much as you would like to deny it, the Inquisitor's suspicions are true. While it can be said that the process by which she reached the conclusion was unfair, the conclusion itself is, without a doubt, correct. So they are actually connected to the Church of the Deep. That is one way to put it. To be more precise, they are unconnected to the Church of the Deep. They are the Church of the Deep. Perhaps the village itself is a deliberated church. The Church of the Concretion. Our village church? Just look at our buildings. Where will we even congregate? Your thoughts first? There are not many resources by which we may analyze the decision. However, the fact that Armin's colleague has made the same argument as the Inquisitor brings the accused defense into question. Yeah. Yet I can only believe that young Mayor is lying to us. Not on you for shedding plenty with that Inquisition or whatever. How do we know you weren't aligned with them the whole time? I see you really are all entirely in the dark. As suspected outcome. Given that all of you may be from a place far beyond the dimensional door. Okay, I'll be right back. I need to do something. It's the coughing. It's getting annoying. Okay, I'm back. The should work, but we needed a bit of time to actually take into effect. But it should do should be better. Okay. I see. You really are all entirely in the dark. An expected outcome, given that given that all of you may be from a place far beyond the dimensional door. As fortune should have it, there is no need for you to know it anyway. Truth is truth, unchanging. You are without the acceptance from an errant group of outsiders. Besides, soon. I'm sorry. It seems that we've met you in this trouble. I say no such thing. We shall not abide by such injustice is perpetuated before our eyes. The village has already been identified by the Inquisition. The Inquisition has even brought an ally. It seems quite unlikely that words shall resolve this conflict. But we promise you, we will take responsibility for what is done. We have benefited far too much from the warmth and kindness not to do so. The village chief, with a benevolent look, pulls a dagger from his cloth. And I immediately knew that Kalsid was about to say. Take responsibility? You don't have to go that believe me. We are not departing for the sea. Yet, as we cannot bring ourselves to leave you here, I must ask you to join us for this journey. Become our bloodkin. What are you doing? Stop! The unanticipated, or perhaps I was simply in denial of the rising dread. Ambush did not end there. The Inquisitor was right. I love the nail sound. The nail stabbing sound. The villagers suddenly began shanking the sinners with weapons they had concealed in their cloths. It seemed that they were coming for me as well. Mia, on your left! I mean, materializes a black ribbon-like apparition, carrying away the dagger flying in my direction. But another villager rushed in, taking advantage of the opening. The charging villager's bag made a whisker crunchy noise. So someone flung them away. Didn't mean to be this late. Scotty, let me catch you up to speed. I know the situation. This fishy smile was what I went to investigate earlier. What about the sinners? Like Amia and I, who managed to survive the initial ambush, the sinners weren't doing so well. At least we had a silver lining that the Inquisitor and Kalsid's quick understanding of the situation and the subsequent relation led the villagers away from the sinners. I didn't notice any hostility or aggression. What an odd thing to say. Why would we hold any animosity against you? Why would we intend to get you? We are not trying to hurt you. We are simply trying to give your farmer a form better suited for the sea. Until we were obstructed. Apologize for our unfamiliarity. It has caused you trouble, Inquisitor. I won't make a big stink about what happened. What's truly unforgivable is that the heretics tried to take advantage of the ignorance of outsiders to flee the Inquisition. And even if you are outsiders, any lives lost in Iberian soil are my responsibility. It's my fault. I'm sorry it came to this. Wait, lives lost? We're still alive, you know? We're gonna shake off a stab wound, like... This is most unfortunate outsider. But what? Your friends are either going to die or turn into sea bones. daggers that stabbed and were laced with the flesh of sea terrors. Once that happens, most die, and the survivors become overridden by their cells, becoming nothing more than another sea monster. What? That's not a very big deal? Everyone was acting like this was it for the sinners, but hey, I should be able to deal with this, but turning the clock is not that bad. Do they know, or they don't know? My only concern was that I didn't know what would happen if I tried to bring them back after they are fully transformed into Seaburns. The golden bow helped me deal with the whale's pelletification effects, but I had no idea how it would interact with Seaburn transformations. We should just kill them before they return. I know this must be very hard for you, but what? Sorry to bother you with this, but can you kill my friends? And preferably in the least painful way, you know? No. Oh, sorry, was the last part kinda too much to ask? But wait, don't give up already. If we bring them back to Rhodes Island, we should be able to do something to help them. How should I explain this? Guys, can you... I know what you mean, but I just can't right now. My strength has rapidly deteriorated since the ambush. It's kinda tingly too. So maybe they use some kind of paralytic cocktail. Just trust me this one time. I can assure you that I am not just giving up on them. But... Amiya, can you understand the outsider speech? Yes. It's just that they're making a pretty difficult request. They want me to kill all of their friends before they transform into Seaburns. Okay. Okay. And before we even knew it, Skadi had already decapitated the sinners, none of whom resisted. Cut them now, Skadi. Mia seemed to have been taken aback by how fast Skadi jumped into action. I think she knows. What are you doing? Skadi? Let this book here. This is just how we roll. This is just how we roll. Dark turns. Decapitated heads creep toward the headless torsos, connecting with the threads of blood. The sensation of that, of reversal, it feels as though the sinners and I are severed from the rest of the world, remaining in isolation. Is this from finding us going back in time? Are we define the concept itself? This pain is multifold worse than the sensation of a straightforward decapitation. Pain is in the heart. As the current of death reserves, I sense a deep crushing isolation. The wounds are disappearing. Resurrection, metamorphosis, or time reversal? Puzzling. I have no knowledge of with which to interpret this technology, because it seems to be that the pain is transferred to the one who revives it. But it seems too small a price for such great power. Though the discussion of whether this can be categorized as power should be explored later. I couldn't stop shaking. All of my limbs were trembling from the icy solitude. Still, I took a moment to collect myself and ordered the sinners. Don's face! Oh god! I think that's more Sancho talking. Oh, awesome seeing the mid-reverse. Awesome. They messed with the wrong neighborhood. The Aura Farm is crazy. Yeah. I don't know just what they were thinking, but we should be able to find out once we take them down. It deceived the executive manager and tried to take their life. Also, Ronyan's pose looks kinda like Laying when he was out of fun. True! True. You try to take their life? Prepare thyself, for thou shalt now pay the price for making a mockery of justice. Yeah, we can't just let this slide, you know. How unfortunate. I had high hopes that all of you would become fine bloodkins. I want to keep this! Damn! I want to keep this. This is loading. You mess with the wrong neighbor. Oh boy, they started with sanity. How nice. Oh, great thinking! Sea terror assimilation. Okay, I hate this person in particular. I hate him the most because he's using paradise as well. Our sinners here in this CG were only sinners who went in the first CG of the revival. Well, let's see how it goes. With the disadvantage of sanity. One unbreakable coin. So I'd say the best thing would be for someone to tank. I think that's the best shot at that actually. Since I can just I can switch Gregor out. I believe he planned this since releasing the Hour Farming Centers for the collab, so that no one else can see it after. That's our director for ya. Okay, wait, this one is it. Wait, this one is an empty slot. This one is a free slot. Let's keep it for now. And this one's a clash one. Cell injection, ripping slice. The version Abyssal Worship. The dipped blade. Really kind of jag just kind of have a lay hang to the world so we can watch Christian fight that boss with pre-nerf and struggle like a blade. I wanna fight the delay too. Okay, let's go. Let's go. The Lord is like the most important one with the clashes to get the sanity up. Yeah! You fancy hatred team. And then there's Gregor who failed. He even got the defense up and failed. I don't know, no such thing as a Lord Honglu or Malfoul. Defense. Meh, 36 becomes stagger. So before 36, just get him out of here. Again, another one. We want to build up Tian Juicer. Okay, we need red and blues. We'll win red. We got 6 more. We got 6 more to defend. I can ignore 1. You know, Gregor, do it again. I just have him face it off again. Hmm. I mean, that one is actually a better one. I don't want to risk it. Can't try this is a comet start again. Should turn end if the unit has remaining shield. Attack power up. This one is up, not a defensive skill, gets blocked. This one is the only neutron. Which is this. Should yeah. I should this.
시비수에게 명한다.
막아내지
Nice!
이 앞에 숨지는 자라. 누구 하나 살려보내지 마라.
You can watch shield. Draw. Win! Let's go, Gregor. Okay, more stack building.
이 결투.
Back us the tank for now. Nice! Let's go, H-Man. In the defense. Oh. Ooh, nice! Gonna fight the
ですが私たちは止まれません
7. So,
놔리
you
같은
didn't get, you haven't got any.
오지 말랬잖아.
It's unopposed. Get it! All of them only have first skill. I guess fastest to do it now. HP makes everything neutral. I need a defensive order. I need to get some of them out here. That's the best way to get up more sanity. Yeah. guess with this one, bind is fine. With this one, Lord. This one. Hmm. Damn it, both goes to Lord. And one really cut it. Yeah.
목을 콱 물어버리자고.
I got paralyzed now. And it run behind. Can claw on though. What was that? Draw. Maori!
敵に対して大きな打撃を与えました
Defensive! Yes!
적의 팔다리를 끊었군. 이제 전력으로 쳐.
I have 2 staggered. I have some stuff more to work with. Put this one here. I could have ruined damage here, but to another thing. Just have one stuff in
있으면 언제든지 말해.
Oh, it isn't doing well. I guess it actually does. Is this the fastest attack? This one is open, yeah, which is completely fine. Then we have this one open, this one. These two. Yeah, this was good. The RAF one needs to be winning. Hopefully. Bit too little sanity, but better than nothing.
소작이라. 예상한 것보다
예.
움직임이 좋구나.
Get the attack with this sanitation. Up for big damage. Reuse!
効果的な攻撃でした。
Let's see, do you get any crits? One? Okay, one.
ドクターのように優れた式ですね。
I.
エリートオペレーターの皆
너의 쓸모를 보여라.
Who's getting attacked? Papaya goes down. Swinging slash, written slash, satisfaction. Exactly. And then swerve. We have the multiple jabs, swinging slice, and rippling set. For him, we have conditions unmet. Well, never will be. Environmental adaptation, propagating bliss, and united will. Let's start. With a fade on head with an unopposed attack. Well, someone is pretty much done for either way. It's hard to predict which one they attack. Man, that.
목을 떨궈 주마.
I really need to. I really need to watch. I really need to watch a video about it. But we finished. Mission accomplished. But wait, I think they are heading to. He's running himself into a dead end. He's seeking refuge at sea. Wait, that's where the ship is. That's where they're heading. That's where they're headed. They're trying to board the vessel masses. Wait, but we never told them the ship was repaired. So how? Ain't it obvious? The whole village is in on it. It ain't a surprise that they sent someone to spy on us. Or they know a way to get the ship floating even if it's broken state. Vessel? Masses? Vessel Rebellion de las Masses. That ship is moored at the port in that direction. Wait, it can't be. Irina, who was preoccupied with battling the rest of the followers of the Church of the Deep, who were in hiding, quickly gave chase. But Fabius and the villagers were already aboard the repaired ship, slowly departing the harbor, with a horde of sea terrors between us and them. How can a vessel of that size become operational this fast? We have our whole seaborne life ahead of us. No, you don't. Not by you, say, sure, so good. The exterior, the name. It must have been constructed during the golden age of Iberia. But how are we supposed to chase that? What if we built a raft and rode after them? Mate, come on. Sea's full of sea terrors. You won't get very far before it sinks. Do you see something, Amia? You keep looking in that direction. Oh. The vessels must have soon disappeared into the mist, and the village was left empty with a nary sign of people ever having been there. As though this gateway had all been premeditated. Leaving only Mayos.
오늘 부끄럽지
True.
않았습니다.
Yeah.
길을 바로 세우는 데 일조하였으니 내일은 더 떳떳이 살아갈 수 있겠군요.
Freeway agreement. Freeway agreement, awesome. What should summon Mephistopheles? See, we got one pole. We got one pole, maybe! Aw.
야밤의 달빛과 함께
Anyways. Freeway agreement. Damn it. Can we just take any ship to go after it? It's a research vessel. It can possibly be very fast. It's a bit difficult. I love how random the name drop even was. Even if it is a research vessel, I'm sure it was constructed during the golden age of Iberia. No other ship can keep up with it. Which is a problem, because I doubt we have any ship that can travel at the same speed. We only have a few small vessels left, which are all anchored too far from this location to be feasible options. Do we have any other recourse? No, not unless we can identify the exact location of the vessel. Which is a real problem. We can find ourselves a ship to go after them, yes, but most eyes of Iberia, the lighthouses, were lost during the profound silence. Wait, when you say most, do you mean that there's some left? Just one, as far as I know. The one in Grand Faro, but that lighthouse cannot be used at this moment. There's another. There's a lighthouse you can use. Really? Are you really going to give one of the villagers the benefit of the doubt? Yet young Scarly have already confirmed her to be safe. All I confirmed is whether she's a seaborn or not. Can't know if she's a cultist. It's true, yet once we saw that Mayos was left all on her own, we decided to have her accompany us at all times and keep her within Irina's eyeshot. You couldn't possibly blame her for what happened, and given Skadi's confirmation that she doesn't have anything to do with those sea monsters, besides that it all left her behind. But to be honest, they seem to harbor a bit of suspicion. The problem with E.G.O is that she simply knows too much. Where could she possibly have gained the access to all that information? See, she can't even answer that question. But let's think about it this way. What if we were to ask her what we don't know? The location of the lighthouse, for example. Yeah, ticking rapidly. What did they say? Dante says that we should approach it differently and ask her what we don't know. But the location of the lighthouse. That seems like a reasonable suggestion to me, or let's think, what should I have now? Alternate solution to this conundrum? No, but fine, let's hear it. I will interrogate you about how you have access to things that even us, the Inquisitors, don't know. At least not right now. Burn Alto, that lighthouse. That's our village name. Somewhere a little ways off from the coastline. There's an intact eye of Iberia on the sea, though it was almost destroyed when the profound silence swept through. Of the coastline. Is it connected to the land? I think it used to be. That's what it said. Should be able to procure ourselves enough wood materials from the village to build a raft. It is near enough for a raft to be the means of access. The weather's not great today, but it should do. It's not very far from the coast. Even you're going to trust the E.G.O? I don't see why not. Or see why I shouldn't. I understand that Iberian mistrust of the E.G.O is quite profound. It's such sentiment is hollow for the rest of us. Inquisitor Irina, what did you feel when you saw the Rhodes Island operate? If you're talking about the characters, nothing in particular, other than slight annoyance. Slight annoyance when she accused me of being inhumane. So, you didn't have any hostility or disgust? Not that you would have felt any sense of sympathy or empathy either. I thought I have no history of feelings for or against you. Yeah. Such must be the same for the outsiders. Was she on or just conveying it? It matters in regards to Mayor's our opinions are more objective than Irina's. Finding the vessel fabulous commandeered will be of benefit to all. Limbus Company get the opportunity to return to the city via the dimensional door, where Rhodes Island will have the chance to start the closer proximity. And the Inquisition will gain possession of a vessel which detects energy from the Iberian Golden Age is contained. What? You're going to just hand it over to the Inquisition? Why should we convey what was once Iberia's? But there certainly are aspects to that vessel that draw an interest. They already have a state-of-the-art masterpiece known as Mephistopheles. As long as that can be guaranteed, I have no reason to refuse. We never actually agreed to trust into mayors. We eventually agreed to put her trust in mayors. Mayor. We are unlucky, Executive Manager. It's quite fortunate that our interests aligned exactly with that. And exactly that of the first strangers we encountered in a strange land. Lucky, right? I imagine if we were back in the city, it would have taken like 3 or 4 distortion hands for us to come to this agreement. Sorry about having to saddle you with this, mayors. Please, answer the lighters. Okay, I'm ready. So when you said almost destroyed, how almost destroyed is it? I heard that the lighthouse. I heard that the light faded from the lighthouse a long time ago, but the shape still stands. At least it was when I saw it a few months ago. If the lighthouse is in an unoperatable state, we are going to need an expert technician to get it back in working. It is in inoperable state. Expert technician look at it better in working order. The technology is based on this completely divorced from the popular application of original technology. So I doubt that anyone out there who can work it anymore. You needn't worry about that. Yeah, we have an engineer and a researcher who are genius, even among those in the city. So we should be able to manage most mechanical failures. Today is just a revelation after revelation, huh? I can vouch for this company's skills. And I also just ask honestly. Simply, I've learned a thing or two helping out Rams, but stuff about the lighthouse is very sexual. Well, then should we all head to the lighthouse together? No, I believe in the group for a moment. Mia will accompany you instead. What? After all that, you're just going, oh, well, you are? Yep, to join the doctor. It is imperative to for the successful execution of this mission. Of course, that hinges on me and Scott remaining behind here to assist the rest of you. Yes, I will leave it to the rest of you to take the Eye of Iberia, the lighthouse, back. Wait, what do you mean, take back the lighthouse? Is there someone or something out there that's taking over the lighthouse and called it Eye of Iberia? Likely it's supposition. Amir. What did the manager of Limbus Company say? They're asking if the lighthouse has been taken over by something. Not a bad intuition. Yes, there are high likelihood that the destruction has already been overrun by sea terrors. I don't know about that overrun, but I've encountered a few of them when we appeared to. Normally, this is hardly enough personnel to attempt a raid on the lighthouse, but are there any limitations to their revival? There are no restrictions as long as Dante, the manager, survives. However, do note that the battle efficiency depreciates the prolonged battle due to mounting mental stress on the manager. No need to change the plan then. Well, you use this communicator to alert me as soon as you're able to identify the coordinates of the vessel from the lighthouse. If luck will favor it, we should be able to reduce. If luck will favor it, we should be able to reduce the time it takes to complete the retrieval mission. Okay, as long as you're not taking anyone with you. If it's just her who's leaving, then go ahead. And we should be fine too. I think we should be fine too. And let us commence mission. Vessel masses retreat. Righto. Is that one of the plans? Raft, right? Let's get on with it. It's done, let's go. What? Why are you looking at us like that? Is this something bothering you? Must you ask? Just look at how proactive and quick she is. She's to jump to action. Certainly lives up to the image of an employee working for a large corporation. I'm not gonna lie though, she has a good quality. It certainly lives up to the image of an employee working at a large company. Thanks, artist. But it should. Thanks, artist, for the charitable view, I guess. First to Skadi, who had already finished the first step on the right, we were able to move on to step 2 immediately. Vision medals retrieval. I do not know there's a more energy. Give me a bit. We'll continue. Okay. Okay, Operation Lighthouse Retrieval. Let's go in there.
뜀박질 시간.
After a while of carefully sailing on Sketty's raft along the coastal cliffs, a Genshin shrouded lighthouse emerged from the thick mist. Eye of Iberia. Even in its dilapidated, ruined state, touches and are at once monumental and sensitive apparent on the exterior construction of the lighthouse. Some even call these lighthouses guardians of Iberia. Pretends the grandeur of the sea, as it was built during the Golden Age. You really know everything, don't you? It is as she said. And now, these lighthouses are nothing but graveyards of countless inquisitors and soldiers of the Penal Battalion. No one who's attempted to retrieve the lighthouse must ever survive the expedition. Can you please say some? Can you not say this scary stuff like that, Miss Irene? Stuff like that, Miss Irene. We're literally about to walk into one. Don't you ever quit chirping? What are you, a foul beast? A foul beast? Stop yapping in my ear. Why this one a coward unlike the rest of you outsiders? I'm not a coward, what is it, my... She did just say some pretty concerning stuff. How long do you think the repairs will take? Its exterior is rather heavily damaged. However, from the visible from the outside, its interior is wide. It's still quite intact. With Miss Frost's expertise, it should not take very long. Ethan suggested was a swan, but Frost maintained her silence for the entire journey to the lighthouse. Then said something pretty concerning in response. Of course, my wit remains unmarred, even in such uncertainties. Currents are pretty wide. Someone's going to have to step behind and keep an eye on the raft. We can't just leave it here unattended, but I don't know if we can even try. Or if we can try, if we can carry it here. I stay here and protect the ship. You sure you can handle this alone? I know you're pretty strong, but maybe one or two more people should stay behind, just in case. No, don't need them. Sea terrors will swarm with Islet. If I go with you anyway. But this has nothing to do with you. So what she's trying to say is that she's worried about not having enough people to make a lighthouse when she can handle the area. Which is why she is okay with staying behind. Thanks for explaining. Some people just can't help but hop through next loop, I guess. Well then, let's hear it. And that's just... We'll be back, Scotty. Luckily, we didn't run into any sea terrors on our way to the lighthouse gates. The problem was the navigating a bound shot by strange blue tissues. Reminds me of that haircut brand back in E.G.O. If that one was white. I don't think you can do anything to force it open yourself, so guys, pry open this door. Oi, move over. Move over, I put from the right side. You grab the left end. We're all put together at 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Huh? Something's off here. What are you doing? The doors, this feminist. The door is firmly secured in place. This flesh tissue regenerates almost as soon as it is formed. Perhaps you need to tap into the wilder form of art to get this open. Well, why not? Strange flesh tissue growing on the gate in the Sea of Terror. It reflects, it reacts to the lamp, but it's grown too much to be affected by it in any meaningful capacity. So you might be able to open this door with incredible strength, but should I go fetch her? But I think she's already fighting the terrorists on the sea here. So we are on and on. Maybe there's an identity card or error I could use to get through this. So which one? Huh? This is worth pondering a familiar question. I think the back door came into view, and then devoured by emptiness. It's not intuition or inspiration. It's different from those sun flashes of realization. And it's and it's not the star of the day. If it, and it's not the star of the day. And I think out from time to time. It's not the horrible door that I see every time I turn the clock here. Formless and black space, which I'm not permitted to see. A faint noise. A whisper cuts through it, and through the opening I see light. I reach out into the opening and see Scotty, born from a very, very warm gaze. Scotty? Powerful imagery crashes onto me like the waves. Scotty, the staggering dancer, wielding a blade. The Scotty who fell from lots of lumber rocks. And Scotty the singer humming in a low voice. This is getting really bright. Thanks for the hatchet. Beyond the fringes of cognition, Skadi's existence has become ingrained. This sinner who can wrestle and control this organic tidal power is... Dante, are you alright? I'm good. I don't think we need to send for... And I don't think we need to send for Skadi. Huh? What? Hey Israel, I've never used this ego before, but I need you to trust me and accept it. What? An ego? Not quite, eh? Well, it's like we ever get to have a practice run with this with those ego, or whatever it is. Seems to me our manager found a solution. Her confusion is short-lived. She lets out a carefree laughter before stepping forward, boldly twirling her mace wands. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Get corroded?
한눈 팔지 마세요. 당신에게 파도는 반드시 밀려올 테니.
Cracks on the lighthouse are growing. I think she just shut it off instead of opening it. So, sorry, didn't think it would be this strong. Why are the doors open? What are we waiting for? I mean, what? Just what was? The part where you... What? The part where I suddenly changed into a different outfit and equipped a different personality? Yes, that! This is the most fascinating. What an ego could be drawn here in the E.G.O of the mirror of Mephistopheles. Being connected to Amia's subconscious mind. There was this strange unfamiliar light, and I saw Amia's emotion attached to her emotions and experience, so I just reached out to them. My subconscious mind? I just had this feeling that it would work. Sorry about peering in without asking first. But I didn't see anything other than things about this god. All I need are memories and emotions. I didn't see anything other than things about Scott. All I need were memories and emotions that can be used to understand the being that is Scotty. It's okay. I also have experience with gaining power from others' memories and emotions to overcome difficult situations. Maybe that's how you were able to draw something from me as well, Dante. That is the most appropriate assumption, especially in a situation in which delving into its principles is impossible. So that's called E.G.O? Oh, verily, of course, the Limbus Company's E.G.O is quite distinguished from the other kind of ego which are bloomed from within oneself. It is enough. No further information to be divulged to outsiders. Yet it matters not whether young mayors or young Amiya learned of this. I agree with that phone this time. Inquisitor is an artillery projectile that penetrates the outer wall. Several of them, in fact, of a building. And the head did not pursue the following that breached the taboo, which is clearly not the city. Ain't it better to let her walk her heart out than to let her heart moan and whine about not being able to say anything? I am convinced. Yes, you will then. His reply sounded almost soliciting, but Anchor immediately began to expound upon E.G.O to the arena and players. But everyone was too busy to pay attention to her. As the wet, slithering noise from the distance had put everyone on edge. Can we do that later? we've got some cleaning up to do. So there were more sea terrors past about. I think any sea terrors want to see all converging around Scotty. Which means our only roadblocks are sea terrors still lingering around the lighthouse. Let's go, let's take this lighthouse back. Better time!
저희를 헤아릴 수 없다면
Doesn't see Reaper.
고민하는 것이 상책이지.
Oh. And off the same. This unit speed is fixed when spawns in an inactive state and battles. Yeah. That was it, right? Then I saw another friend. Then I just equal. Again, some hammer. Ooh. There's a piece on the benefit as soon as it comes. Active and damage. Let's see what we can do. You.
차포잡이야. 예상한 것보다 움직임이 더 좋고.
敵に対して大きな打撃を与えました
There we go. Yeah.
보상은 없음. 불끄다가 지원해. 옳다.
Dante. Everyone's fast, so. 네.
불가
시비수에게 명한다.
막아내지 못하리.
이 앞에 숨지는 자 누구 하나 살려보내지 마라. 고작 이 정도 탕로의 허덕이나 넌 푸름을 틔울 수도 없겠구나.
훌륭하군요. 이제 깨우치시게. 거스르기. 최근엔 좋았어요.
그래서 쭈쭈. 음. 그죠.
시간 끌 것 없이 모조리 치워버리죠. 이 결투! 거스르기. 불렀어 죽을? 필요한 일 있으면
Just to need and circle. You're on there. Perfect.
펼치고 발톱을 걸어.
펼쳐.
다음은 어디로?
このまま行けば敵を食い止められます。
I'm just annoying the National Sea Rip. It's not just attacks it until damaged. Never gets damaged. Good lord. Mm-hmm. Keep avoiding.
애무로 고작 이 정도 탕류의
効
허덕이나.
果的な攻撃でした。
저 해충들을 조여내라.
Ah.
사여
Still did the trick.
길을 열어.
Whoop! There we go.
병력을 새로 구성해야 불가피하다면 스트레스를 세우는 것이 답합니다.
그쪽 방향이 아닐 텐데.
혈염도 바로.
이 거리면 충분해. 너한텐 조금 멀겠지.
Fun.
これがリンバスカンパニーの戦闘。私もまた一つ学ばせていただきました。
Wow, it's active now. Sticks look good. Yeah.
먹구를 달고 물고.
ダンテさんの作戦、とても効果的でした。
넌 푸름을 틔울 수도 없겠구나.
Yeah. That's my driver. 마무리. Wait, shit.
명에 따라 홍원을 지켜라.
Yeah. Yep, time to head him off.
敵は深手を負っています。
Lord. You can't, this was chaos. Simple. Hmm. Really use your room to get the hand. Oh. It's active now. Jesus Christ. Don't let you have it.
조심하시죠. 전장에서 촌딱처럼 두리번거리고 있다간 피가 끓어오른 두 개에게 쪼아먹힐 테니까.
Eggway doesn't hurt, yeah? Okay, let's put running on. This. Take out that this one gets. This one goes through.
날개를 펼치고
Yeah.
발톱을 걸어.
Okay.
시도는 좋았어요.
이 거리는 충분해. 너한텐
On to presser.
이해하고
Hey.
어디로? 저
엘리트 오페를頼み
너의 쓸모를 보여라.
Eh.
끝내지.
Not that bad.
좀 투성이네.
다음은 어디로?
Let's go.
또 한 줄에 길을 남겼군. 핏물진 길일 뿐이지.
Rough tides. No.
세월이 지나면 홍호는
You
그제야
better.
알게 되겠지. 이 홍로가 무얼
Let's see. Let's see. Clear.
군주가 나선다.
So this one. So you two, you.
있네요. 여기서 저만큼 유능한 인재.
You into the team.
몇 발이나 들고 가야 하냐?
잠깐. 이번 임무는
Roger.
수,
음.
의로움을
us.
명을 받듭니다. 이제야 불어나. 이제야 불어나.
어디서
허점해 두지.
동구쉔크 3과 돈키호테.
There we go. Is the E.G.O bonus happen if you use one?
저희를 헤아릴 수 없다면
Should.
고민하는 것이 상책이지요.
내가
Should.
내가 아시의 이상을 함께 줬던 호위 이상.
But this doesn't have one, and oh, this is pretty stacked. Log open. Yeah, okay. And you have the most HP, so you get the run up attack.
날개를 펼치고 발톱을 걸어.
But it should give him a bonus if they use it.
차포잡이라. 예상한 것보다 움직임이 더 좋구나.
Locked and loaded. Shit. Come.
혈압도 걸어.
옳다.
There we go. They went through. At least.
모든 것을 견뎠어.
これが必要な戦いであれば
날개를 펼치고 발톱을 걸어.
And let's switch up.
敵に対して
저
大きな打撃を与え
도려내라.
You fit every single coin.
물 넘고
Bye. And hello, dear fans.
시리수에게 명한다.
Go, boss, go.
이 안에 숨쉬는
ダンテさんの作戦とても効果的でした。
목을 떨고 주마.
본인의 승리일세.
Just keep ignoring.
불가위야. 막아내지 못해.
넌 푸름을 틔울 수도 없겠구나.
틈을
効果的な攻撃でした。
마음 놓고 열어젖히고.
무상한 목숨. 불그레 지원해.
No memory. There.
敵は深手を負っています。
But then another kill.
불가위야. 막아내지 못하리.
닭은 저
Chill.
고려내라.
敵 した攻撃でなくとも最善の選
That's
択だ
kinda.
はずです。
Well, it's tempting for someone to use the one bullet they got.
넌 풀음을 틔울 수도 없겠구나.
Yes, I predicted only one shot. Oof.
エリートオペレーター並みの腕前です。
Well, good morning. So goodbye. Another one.
조여목구를 달고 볼까? 이제
The hand is active again.
넌 풀음을 틔울 수도 없겠구나.
The hand is attackable. Anyways,
한 점만
shots fired. Yeah, then even staggered. Maybe it was a mistake banning that Heathcliff.
위험군.
No, I'm just kidding.
무상은 없음. 불끈을 지원했군.
모든 것에 견뎠어.
エリートオペレーター並みの
And
腕
now
前
it's there. I just thought of something. Isn't magic bullets probably easily able to penetrate the on orbit? True. I'm gonna do this. Let's see. It's good. Looks good. Looks good. And then the other thing is gonna be. Guys, very much exact impression from myself.
시간 끌 것 없이 모조리 지워버려.
저 행동들을 도려내라. 바람 불어오는 대로 짓밟아라. 어디로?
With 4 bullets left. This is the fell bullet. This one. Yeah, this one made. Really disappointing.
바람 불어오는 대로 짓밟아라.
Fast Lord. Chief. This doesn't look good at all. Yeah.
병력을 서로의 구성해야 하나. 불가피하다면 풀트를 세우는 것이 답합니다.
E.G.O time.
더는 하늘에 오르지 못해.
Yes, of the tarnished blood, go!
너의 쓸모를 보여라.
Hey, Greg. Counter, counter, you can use that.
그쪽 방향이 아닐 텐데.
It's really difficult to know which one he attacked. I think it was the one that wasn't targeted at all. But it does. That was funny. What happened? Basically, big flower, 4 HP, clashes with chicken. Chicken wins. Effect gives him nervous impartment. Reaches 30, he gets staggered after winning the clash. Unbreakable coins. Sea Reaper dies. Somehow. it still died. How did that happen? This effect is really annoying in Arknights. Well, they nailed it. They nailed it. It's definitely somewhat annoying to deal with. That's bullet. Yeah. Come back, chicken! Oh, yes, dat var jag väl tusen. Let's go 1B like. But yeah, attack weight does work with the Roomba. Right. That was a fun mid stage for the second third. Hey, look at that, new days! So for the next time, we have the Fabled Knight. Ooh, this is gonna be interesting. So everyone be hyped for Tomorrowland. For Tomorrowland. But yeah, tomorrow we're actually gonna finish everything. A new day, new pain, and new gain. Hopefully. It's time for some pulse. Testing the new game because you're going to get the first year. Hopefully. And now the free ones. Come on, just one. This is so painful. And the last push for today. And then the E.G.O curse doesn't want to work. Yep. Maybe I've been cured at the worst possible timing. Yeah. Still got the login. I still got some login stuff. For pretty much whole event. So I still have some pulls. Some pulls.
야밤의 달빛과 함께 사라지는 것이 필요해.
It should be doable.
달이 구름에 숨을 틈을
Should. This is such a chaos. This is such a chaos. So, have everyone enjoyed that stream? We are getting closer for the E.G.O. I may have enough when doing the obligatory after daily not wasting enkephalin. Maybe I get enough for the E.G.O. Won't exchange it if I don't have to. But yeah, it goes in the E.G.O. So our raid message is going to be correct. Yeah. Okay. Our raid message of the day is going to be pilgrimage raid. If you want, you can use your channel points to redeem one of my emotes to go along with the raid message, just in case. But you are free to save up your channel points and use your own emotes that you have unlocked in your journey of Twitch. On Kanto Twitch. Or Twitch Corp. We are going to raid. Who would be able to guess that? The coder? The Teacup? No, it's Twitch Corp. Different. They're different. T-Company. Indeed! It's not a corporation, it's a company. But yeah, the person we're gonna raid is nothing too surprise for those who have been here for a longer time. Code error. So, as you probably already know, always be nice and have a lot of fun. And until next time, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.